Well, hello, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back. Jiu-Jitsu 2000 here today. I'm back. I hope you guys are doing wonderful. I'm in the Chinook right now. I've been working on the furnace in my Chinook. The thermostat, I've got the thermostat taken apart right now. Thermostat wasn't working. The furnace wouldn't kick on. So I took the furnace completely out. You can see there's the metal housing that the furnace fits in. This is a model NS12, I think. And so there was a few things that I wanted to check in reference to the furnace, why it wouldn't work. The thermostat was not doing anything. I could put it all the way up as high as it would go and it wouldn't do anything. So what I did was I got this little jumper wire and I jumped the connection just like so. And what that did was that bypassed the thermostat and it allowed the unit down here to kick on. Now, when I say kick on, I'm talking only the fan would kick on. I didn't get any ignition. I didn't get any heat, but it was just blowing air. So I knew that there was three things that I could check. I could check the cell switch, which is right there. You can barely see it down there. So when this fan spins, the air blows this switch back. Hear it clicking? So that's called the cell switch. That's the switch I'm talking about. That's the cell switch. So again, when the fan runs, it pushes that paddle back and it allows voltage to come over here. Now there's a second thing that I wanted to check, and I don't know what that second part's called, but it's a little sensor that if the heater gets too hot, it'll open the circuit. So you can unplug the wires, check the continuity, and if it's open or no current passing through, then it's bad, and if it's closed or allowing current to pass through, then it's good. So I checked the cell switch, it was good. I also checked that overload piece that I'm just talking about, and it was good. So it left me to a couple more things to check. The third thing was the whole circuit board, and I'll show you what that looks like right there. I don't know how good you're seeing that. I'm just hanging the camera down there. So that whole circuit board, which I don't have a way to troubleshoot that circuit board, so I did take it out and I unplugged it, and obviously you can see that the furnace is not in the case or anything right now. So I got a couple wires coming down. I've got these two wires right here. Those are 12 volt, so you got a positive and a negative there, 12 volt. And then you have two more wires, these blue ones, and then this red and white one. The blue ones go to the furnace and the red and white come from the thermostat. And then of course the gas connection right there. So there was one more thing that I did. I went outside and I purged the propane line. I thought, well, maybe if I purge the LP gas line, maybe something will work. It didn't do anything. So, but it was still worth trying. You know, I was kind of troubleshooting, trying to figure out what was going on with this furnace, which led me to this last thing that I wanted to check, which was this guy right here. Okay, this is the igniter. Now I could hear the thing trying to ignite, and so I read on a forum that if things, you know, your thing's not igniting and things like that, you can take this apart and clean, you know, look for cobwebs, maybe some spiders got in this pipe or something, and just clean the thing out. So I took these 4 screws off, disconnected this wire, took this out, and the whole burner is connected there. And there was some rust and dirt in there, not a lot, but I took my shop vac, right there, that guy, and I vacuumed that chamber out. It wasn't super dirty. While I was in there, though, I noticed that the igniter, I had also remembered that on a forum, a person said that they could bend the wires of the igniter a little closer to each other so that it would be able to light. So when I did that and I put it all back together, and then again, I came up to the thermostat and I bypassed the thermostat by using that jumper. The furnace fired up and I was able to see right here through this sight glass the flames. I could see the thing sparking and I could see the flames. So at that point, I realized that I now have the furnace fixed. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and bypass it real quick and I'll show you what it looks like, and then I'll tell you one more thing about the thermostat. So let's come on over here. Let's bypass this bad guy right there with that jumper, and I'll wait a little bit of time. See, the fan kicks on. When the fan kicks on, it pushes that cell switch. See, the cell switch is pushed back. So now, if you look right down into this sight glass, and I'll turn my light off so you can see it near the camera here. See that ignition? Now you can see there's flames in there. So the furnace is now lit. So everything was cool, right? So now that I've disconnected the thermostat, and now that I know that the furnace is lit, I'll tell you what. This little piece of foam plastic was the problem. This little piece of plastic was stuck in right there, like that. Okay, so what was happening was when you turn the thermostat on, it wasn't allowing the thing to make connection. So what I did, obviously, is I pulled that out, and now all of my problems are fixed. So when this fan stops running, I'll show you what happens here when I turn the thermostat on. You'll see that everything is going to work. Right now, it's blowing air to clear out the system. And as you can see there, I've taken the plate and things like that outside off, obviously, because I took the heater completely out. The furnace came completely out. I vacuumed all this area. There was dirt and debris and dust and stuff in there. But I'm so excited, so excited. So as soon as that fan stops, again, I'll show you what the thermostat does. Right now I have the thermostat in the off position. And I'm just, there we go. The fan stopped. And I'm just so excited. Now watch right here. Watch that little thing inside. When I turn the thermostat up, that thing right there makes a connection. And that gives us voltage up to here, which in turn, you'll see the cell switch and things do their thing here in a second. See where the position of the cell switch is right now? Watch when that fan kicks on, the cell switch is going to kick back. It's going to go back. Just takes it a second. That thermostat is now on. So just give it a sec. There it goes. And now you can see everything is going to work. It's going to ignite here in just a second. Again, I'll keep my light out of the way so you can see it when it does its thing. Takes a few seconds. And it takes it a second. There it goes. You see the igniter and you see the ignition. From here, I can come up and turn the thermostat back off because I don't need it no more. And then this little arrow, when I push it, it separates this connection right here. Boom. Click. And now I'll just wait once again for that fan to stop. You can see the flames already went out. And my furnace is now fixed. I'm good to go. It's crazy. It was crazy. It was so simple, but yet I had to take the whole thing out and figure it out. So I hope this video helped you out on your RV. I thank you for stopping by. I hope this helped you out. Please feel free to leave your comments down below, like this video, share this video, and until next time, have a beautiful day, and we'll see you then. Bye for now. I'm happy.